I'm back. Welcome back to my channel. The struggle is real with the makeup nurse. Today I wanted to kind of use some of the products that I've been loving and tell you why I love it. And so let's go ahead and get started. So I really like this e.l.f. primer, and we'll start with our eyes. And the reason why I like this is because the hard candy ones that I've been using is kind of makes the makeup, the eyeshadows blotchy. You got to really let it dry down, and you have to set it with other stuff, with like a powder, and then that takes away from a little bit of the primer. But this e.l.f. primer, it hasn't really done that when I've used it, so that's why I like that. And I really do like these e.l.f. tapes. And I've been using like regular tape, but I really do like using this instead because it's less harsh on the eyes than regular tape. But I did cut them in half. Juicy Jazz. I learned about these e.l.f. tapes from her, and cutting them in half makes them last longer. And this is only like $2, so I do like using this. So I'm going to use this Revolution palette. It's the strawberry palette and strawberry cheesecake. And the reason I love this is because it's scented. But if you saw my haul for Ulta haul, I bought a bunch of scented palettes on that. So I might have a new favorite. So we'll go ahead and get started on this. I've used this in a few of my videos. So let's go. Let me see if I can try to use a different shape look, because I always going more towards the pink shades because I love pink. But today let's do something different. And actually I got to clean my brushes since I'm not going to do pink. Okay, I got my brushes clean, and I've been really loving this brush bath by It Cosmetics. It's a little expensive, but this has lasted me a long time. I don't always use that. Sometimes I'll use like just regular brush shampoo, but I do use that where I need to just a clean brush real quick, and it lasts pretty much. So I'm going to go in with the shade Base this time and see. And I do like this palette too because I love not only just the smell of it, but I love the shades because I love pink and purples. Those are my favorite colors to do. And it's got a nice mirror on it. So this palette's really nice. And Revolution is not that expensive either. I forget how much the palette was. But I've been drawn to their palettes. I really hope I like the other palettes that I bought, and I'm gonna eventually do a video on that of trying on those palettes, or at least, well, eventually them. I'm really excited to use them too because they have a nice scent. And I know a lot of people don't like scented products because it makes them break out. And I know I've said this in my scented video. I did a scented products with scented products, and I said it in there. But I know some people really break out in them and don't really like it, but I love it. I'm going to use the same brush, and I'm going to go, since it's a little bit darker, in this shade Pinch. It's like a peachy shade. And I'm just going to kind of just put that in my crease as well, just to kind of darken it up. And windshield wipers motion. Comment down below if you love scented products, or if it's just like, I know a lot of times when people like scented products, it's more like just the lip products. But comment down below if you like scented products. Or if it doesn't seem to break me out, but if you've seen some of my skincare videos, you'll know I struggled with acne when I hit my 30s, and I ended up being on Accutane, so I'm really careful about my face, and I do morning and night extensive skincare routines because of that. I'm gonna go in with the shade Flavor. I'm trying to stay away from the pinks because I always do pink. But anyway, yes, so I do extensive skincare routine in morning and night, so I don't know if that is why it hasn't been breaking me out when I do use certain products. But yeah, and I'm just gonna put this on the outer portion of my eye. To darken it out and put it into the crease. I'm gonna go in with this shade Slice. I'm gonna just use my finger. It's a goldy shade, so I can again stay away from the pinks, even though I keep looking at it. But I want to try a different look for you guys. Last time I keep going for the shade Fluff for the brow bone and stuff, so I'm gonna go in with Sugar this time and try that shade. Yeah, I'm really loving this palette. I hope I like the other ones as much as I do this one. But I'm not big on neutrals, and some of these palettes that I got, the scented ones, seemed like it was more neutral. The only thing I don't like about these e.l.f. tapes is they don't seem to stay on as well as tape, but that's maybe because it's not as harsh. I've been really enjoying these the Flick Stick, and it has a right wing and a left wing, so I'm going to go ahead and take these off and go ahead and put these on. And it's got this, and I love this that it has a wing stamp, because as you all, if you've seen other videos, I suck at this part. Oh, that's the wing part. And it has a nice little Delta too, so or not Delta, whatever you want to call it. I'm drawing a blank. The tip. Oh my gosh, I can't think. And then you just take, I think, gosh, I always, wait, this side is, oh, this is the left wing. So I need the other one. Okay, so I'm going to just pull that back and stamp that on. Look how nice that goes on. And now I'm going to do the other side. I try to get as close as I can because I have a hard time like I've tried tight lining it once and I can't really tight line. Okay, and then I'm gonna try to get as close as possible. But this eye, I have a hard time doing even more. Even with the stamp, because I know maybe I can do it this way. Well, that didn't work as well on this eye. I struggle with this eye, but I do much better eyeliners when I use these with so it kind of helps. For mascara, I'm really loving the Sky High. I don't know if it's necessarily my favorite, but it works really well and it's more affordable than some of my other stuff. So I've been loving this, and I love the wand, especially for my lower lashes too. If you've seen previous videos, I have to use a thin wand. But one thing I love but I hate about this mascara is the wand is kind of long and it's really flexible, which is nice to get into the lashes, but that's when I mess up. So it's good and bad for me, because then I do that and get in my eye, and it's not even my left eye. Ugh. If you've seen a previous video of mine, I was saying how somebody figured out that commented and let me know that I usually do I stick my left eye in my eye, because since I'm right-handed, I cross over. But I've tried to just do my left hand and I just can't. That's why I'm like, oh wow, this time I stuck my right eye. Okay. Look how black it made my eyelashes. I love that. So now I'm going to go in with primer. Actually, I'm going to do this Brightening Spray by Revolution in the shade Pineapple. Again, I love it because it's scented. I'm going to just cover my eyes though. I forgot. I should have put this on first, because I just did my mascara and I don't want it to transfer. So let's let that dry for a second. And then I'm going to go in with this Smashbox Under Eye Primer. This, I don't know, I mean, I've been using it and I've used this for a very long time, and you only need a little bit. I don't know if there's better. I've never used anything else other than this, because I got this in one of my subscription boxes and I've been using it ever since. And I'm still using it because you only need a little bit of this product. Now I'm going to go in with this Watermelon Burst Hydrating Primer by Ciate London, and I did a video on Ciate London, and I just love this primer again because it's scented. Even though I must have broke the thingy off of it, because I don't know if I did it or what, but it ended up breaking even the first time I used it. So I don't know if it was because of my luggage or what, I don't know. But anyway, I love the scent, the watermelon scent of it. So that's why I like this. And it's hydrating, but it's got that little tacky finish for your makeup. Next, I'm going to go in with this Bye Bye foundation. I really do like this by It. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. Oh, you know what? I forgot. I've been loving this Glossive one-step color corrector, and I'm going to try to go around it since I started putting on my foundation. So, yeah. Oops. But the most color correcting I need anyway is around under my eyes and in the area where I have a sunspot. I wish that selfie light would stay on. So even though I wasn't able to blend it all the way in, I'm just going to kind of blend it in with my foundation. since it's the color corrector, it should still hopefully work. And I love that's the only one I've tried for one color corrector, like all in one. And so I don't know if there's anything better, but the other ones where it's just one color, I don't really, I mean, I like it, but I just feel like I need multicolor because I have just so many things I need to correct. And I think this foundation, even though I got it in one of my subscriptions, matches my color pretty good, and it is pretty full coverage, and I love it. Next, I have the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and I love this, but I only have a sample size. So in place of it, I've been using some e.l.f. The Camo Concealer, the Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish. I love this too, and that's way cheaper. But when I got this in one of my subscriptions, I think it was Ipsy because it's a sample size, so it would have been my Ipsy. I love this, but I only save this and use it certain times because it's only a sample size and I'm too cheap. And I use these Real Technique sponges because they're so cheap, but they work so good. But I also got this sponge on Amazon, and I love how it has the corner on it. So I've been using this too for right here, and this has been helping me like do my eyes first. If you watched any of my first videos, you would see that I had a hard time doing my eyes first because of this very reason where you have to be very careful. As far as cream bronzer, I'm really loving this Tristique. I used to use it all the time. Well, I still kind of do, but I really love it because it's so easy to like put on your face, whereas and it blends in better, which obviously I need because I'm not the greatest, and it just melts right into my skin, and I love that. I've been using some other stuff for when I have to go to work and wear a mask all day long, just because I don't like it as much and I want to use it up. And I don't, if you've seen some of my other videos, you know I really don't like to throw anything away. So especially now with the since the mask, I can get away with it because even if it doesn't look the greatest, so what, you got a mask and it's gonna kind of come off anyway a little bit. And that's about the only reason why I've been kind of wearing makeup to work. Well, and people see your eyes, so you know, so. But at the beginning of the pandemic, because of the mask, I didn't wear any makeup. And I was breaking out too. And so I'm like, well, I better not wear makeup and put a mask on because I was breaking out from the mask. Because before, when I worked as a nurse on the floor, I had to wear masks, but it wasn't all the time. It was just when people were in droplet precautions and stuff like that. There were certain precautions. Contact, we didn't really need to wear a mask unless we felt like it. So I didn't have to wear a mask a whole lot. I've really liked it from the Cream Shop, this cream blush. So I'm going to use this because it goes on so nice and it's pretty pigmented. but it doesn't look like it, you know, it's like I was not expecting it to be as good as it was. And it's got a little mirror, and it's got this cute little sponge thingy, which I didn't think it would work very good, and it actually works pretty good. For the most part, I usually use my actual sponge to do this, so I really like that, which I am gonna kind of use the sponge because it was a little more pigmented than I remembered. But yeah, it looks, I love it. As far as cream highlight, I really like this from Benefit, the color of it, and that it's a doe-foot. I don't really do as well with the like the droppers or the sticks, just because, I don't know, that's me, I guess. I do much better with, so that's why I like this one better. And I kind of like the pinky tone highlights too. I like either the icy or the pinky tones. I'm not, I mean, the gold is okay, but I don't know, maybe because I'm really fair, I like it better on me than the gold. But there's a lot of fair people who like the gold tones too, so I don't know. Comment down below if you're fair tone and you like the gold undertones for highlight. I don't know, I just think it looks better on me, the icy and pinky tones. But I think these tones look good on any shade, any tone. Actually, maybe because I just like it, I don't know. And then I'm gonna just go in and kind of blend that in a little bit more with my sponge because my finger doesn't always do it good. Now I'm gonna finish doing my under eye, and I'm gonna go in the shade Pinch for underneath my eye. I've been when I remember, before I put my foundation on, I've been trying to put the gel liner under my eye, because so then you don't have to like kind of touch into your skin and potentially leave a mark, and I forgot to do that. So I can't find my one that I got from my Ipsy a little bit ago, and it was like a bluish shade, but I just got this Flower Beauty one, and it worked really good for the gel line under my eye. And it's really pigmented. And it goes really nice, and even though I don't think it's a black shade, it kind of looks black. So I'm gonna try to even tight line, which I don't know if I can. This is why I can't tight line. Forget that. I tried. Now I'm just gonna go under for my lower lashes. Like I said, I don't know if I really like this mascara for my lower lashes because it's very like bendy. I just have to be careful. I like how it makes it look, it's just, I have to be very careful. See how my eye just my lashes look so long. I just love it. I see that there's a little spot right there from the mascara, so I'm just gonna kind of blend it in with the transition or the pinch shade that we went in. I didn't put any more. I'm just using the product that's on the brush and kind of blending it in. Then for my inner highlight, I'm going to use the sugar shade again, like I did for my brow bone, and just kind of go in the inner corner to give that some pop. Okay, I really like the Certe London Extraordinary Translucent Powder for under my eyes. So I'm just gonna kind of set that. I like how it's really brightens my eyes. And then for all over my face, I have the Pacifica Cherry Velvet, well, it says translucent powder, setting powder. So I could probably use this under my eye too and love it. Actually, I could use this as my under eye and have a Revolution powder that's scented for all over my face, because I have the banana powder for that. And as you guessed, I love this because it's scented and it has that mesh thing in there, so it's easy to get out, but it kind of doesn't make a huge mess. Even though the powder, yeah, it just smells so good, so it can, even with it like being powdery, and it works good, but the scent is good, which, as you know, I love. It smells so good. And so now we're gonna bronze our face, and as you would guess, this Doughnut Bronzer by Physicians Formula. I mean, they have good bronzers, but this one is like my favorite scent. I haven't smelled the other ones that I bought, but I can't wait. It smells so good. And even when I'm going to work and I use the other unscented bronzer just to use it up, again, the same reason I said before, I can still smell the scent on this brush, and it's just heaven. And of course, like I said in the one video when I tested this out, it makes you so hungry in the morning, and when you're going to work, it's like, stop making me hungry. And it's a good shade for me too. All the way around, I just feel like this is the best bronzer. Great for my shade and the scent, and it's works so well. It makes your brushes still smell good afterwards. And then to kind of go over that and blend it in, I've been going in with this like shimmery bronzer shade in this Physician Formula palette. It's kind of got a shimmery shade. And I just kind of blend in my contour with this brush, and then I kind of just take this little brush here and just kind of make sure I blend in the bronze. And my favorite blush is this NARS Orgasm blush. I love it. The only thing that would make it even better, you guessed it, if it was scented. It would be like ultimately my only blush that I use. It's a beautiful color. It's got that perfect shimmery shade, you know, shimmer, but not like too glowy. It's just perfect. And it does have a little bit of a mirror, but obviously it's too little. But this is the sample that I got out of my Ipsy once upon a time, and I've had this forever, and it's almost gone, but I've had it forever and I used it a lot. For highlight, I'm torn between the Ofra Glazed Donut and the Diamond Dust by Physician Formula. And even in this palette, when I first used it, this was amazing. So I'm kind of torn to, you know what, because I've used Physician Formula, I'm going to go in with the Glazed Donut because I still love this stuff. So those three highlights, amazing. They are so glowing. And I wish, because this is a Physician Formula one, if it was scented, like if it was actually scented like something good, I would probably prefer that over the Ofra. But the Ofra is so highlighting. And this, I have the Rodea Drive one, and this one is even better. I love this one. It's so glowy. For lip liner, I am going to use the Bite Beauty lip liner. Tarte just raves about Bite and products, and it is such a great liner. It's creamy. It's not a pencil, and it's kind of thick, so you can kind of use it more for a color, like an actual lipstick. At least I think it's a liner. I've been using it as a liner. I got it in one of my subscriptions, and I do love it. As far as lip glosses, I really have been liking the Cloud Pouch because it smells so good and it goes on really good. And even though it says it's marshmallow lip mousse, it doesn't seem as drying. So I've been liking that. Well, I forgot my setting sprays back in my hotel. My favorite has really been from Milani, a setting spray. So I did just get this one from Flower Beauty, so I'll just have to use this one. I like the mist on it. I wish it was scented. The thing I did not like that I noticed later, if you saw my Flower Beauty video, it seemed like it's like had dots on it. So this isn't like gonna be my favorite. The Milani line, Wet n Wild, the rose one, I've been using that a lot. Those are really good. And then even the Urban Decay All Nighter has a nice scent. I've been actually excited to use the cherry one. I went to Ulta today. I did not see the cherry scented one, so I saw that you can get that off of Amazon, so I'm excited. I'm gonna have to wait a little bit though before I get that. And maybe this ended up putting dots after like little dots on this because it dried down. So I'm going to try like just taking this brush and kind of blending it in. But I do like the mist, and it does kind of have a nice little scent, but not like fruity. I guess fruity scents are my favorites. Like I like the pineapple scented one for this. I guess I could have used this as a setting spray, but it says it's a brightening makeup fixing spray, so I don't know what that, like, if you're supposed to use that. And then I do love the lip pumping lip glosses from e.l.f. and this is the mint collection, but I think because it's kind of a cleary one, it'll look okay over this. Maybe. Just to kind of give it more of a gloss and plump my lips. So this is the final look using my favorite products and why. I haven't bought too many high-end products, so maybe otherwise I might like them. The high-end products that I have used has been you know, for my Ipsy and stuff, Ipsy or BoxyCharm, and so yeah, these are, but this is why these are my favorite products that I've been kind of using and why. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel and hit that little bell next to it so you're notified of future uploads, and have a good day. Bye.